At the end, I'll hit stop record and we'll still be connected.
Cool.
All right. What's up, everybody? It's Talkin Motorbikes, and I'm on with another character, cartoon character, if you will. This is Shelik Spencer, and he's a privateer guy, MotoAmerica Stock 1000, but also he's like one of those CMRA lunatics. So what's up, man?
How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good to be here.
I'm doing. I'm actually, like you saw, right? Like I'm alive, so I'm stoked on that. Like I can't even believe I got hit by a car today and I didn't fall down on my bicycle. Like what?
That's luck.
I did go and buy lotto tickets after. So
now you're gonna win.
I hope so. Hopefully my luck didn't run all out in that, because
a little bit more luck, you know.
Yeah, man. So. All right, so let's get into it, man. How long you been doing this motorbike thing?
So I actually been riding since I was about 13. Started off with dirt, and then into drag racing.
Drag racing? Get the fuck out of here! Where did you drag race?
I had a ZX14.
Oh, that's why you drag raced.
Yeah, that's all I could afford at the time, man. So I did.
Dude, those are not cheap.
I mean, I got it used from Alaska when I was 10, so it was like $4,000. Like,
you got a bro deal on it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Old guy had it in the shed. I saw it. I'm buying it.
Right on. I
TrackDaz in 2015 on that same ZX14, and then I started actually racing in 2020. COVID.
So what made you make the jump to racing in the first place? Like you're doing track days. Were you just like, okay, I need more? Like, walk me through that thought process.
It was, so this has been a lifelong dream since I was a kid, since watching like Matt Millad and all the Hayden brothers, watching those guys like back.
Ben Spies.
I want to try that. Yeah, Ben Spies, like all those guys. I was like, I'm gonna try this. And I'm from Virginia, so I live in Texas now. But I'm from Virginia, and where I grew up, it wasn't really like a big thing to even get to that level. So I never had the opportunity as a younger kid to actually go and do it. But Texas, I met some friends and they did track days. And by me doing track days, I met some race. And then I met this one racer by the name of Casey Lewis. Shout out Casey, Misfit Racing. Let's do this. And he actually had a full track from him. Went out to Houston, did some track days, and I actually got my race license January 2020, and I did my class in the rain and cold.
Of course you did.
With Aiden Sneed. Me and Aiden Sneed were in the same.
You did New Racer School with Aiden Sneed, who rides for Melissa, right?
Yes, and now I can't touch him.
Well, yeah, that happens, right?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, nobody that I went to New Racer School with is even still racing. So, I mean, you'll notice that's going to happen to you as well.
Yeah.
It's only been since 2020 for you.
Still new in the game.
Yeah, you're still like, right?
We call it wet behind the ears.
Wet behind the ears. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's always cool to meet people in this sport, because you never know if they're going to be like the next guy or whatever, I mean, I was talking to Bobier's mom last weekend.
Nice.
And it's like, dude, they used to come out when Cameron was a little guy, dude. Like, I think he may have done like one of his first big bike track days with us,
Oh, nice.
And it's like, wow, dude, we remember that guy,
How long have y'all guys been around?
I started the track days in 2000, bro. So yeah,
I was like 4th grade.
Thanks, Dick. Yeah. Like my track day company is like over the age of drinking.
That's a plot to be able to stay around for that long. Like,
yeah,
that's
I mean,
23 years.
It's not easy, dude. It's not all unicorns and butterflies. Let's just put it that way. But it's what we do. It's what we do and how we do it, and that's what. And James Warren says, "What's up, gentlemen?"
What's up, Jay? How you doing, brother? This one of my guys, man. That's like one
Is
of
he?
my close homies, man.
Right on. Yeah. So when I met you at COTA, Gil and I were walking around and, trying to stay out of the attack team's way, because like they're busy over there, dude. And plus wanted to check it out and meet the people. And I do these shows with privateer guys like yourself because, everybody ain't JD and Jake. You know what I mean? Can't be. Like, not everybody's those guys. Not everybody's the fucking aliens. There's like the regular folks that go racing too. And there's a lot more of us than there are of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like I look at you guys and dude, you guys had quite the pit going.
Yeah.
How many bikes were in your pit at COTA?
It was 3 bikes total and like 18
yeah.
bikes. It was pretty full.
Yeah, I think I saw the 18 scooters and I was like, wow, this is where I want to be right now. Right?
Oh yeah. Anytime you see Misfit Racing out there, it's gonna be a party.
Is that the name of your guys' team, Misfit Racing?
Yes, Misfit Racing.
Okay. So are you guys all in stock 1,000? You guys all riding big bikes?
So me, myself, and Casey Lewis, he actually runs Misfit Racing. Shout out Casey. He actually runs. Then we had our buddy Andrew Forsyth out there. He's in the super sport class.
Okay, super sport class. Yeah, of course he's privateer. Everybody's a privateer except for like 5 dudes in the garages, right? Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality. I mean, people talk about factory teams and this and that, and technically, even the attack team's kind of a privateer team, even though they're the factory representative of Yamaha. But they're a lot of shit's like Richard's doing a lot of work. I mean, like that dude's. I don't know anybody that works as hard as that guy. Like,
I mean, it's a guru.
all day, every day, dude. Every day he's hustling. You know what I mean?
That's what you gotta do, though.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just a sign of the times. It's not like back in the day where like the riders were making like millions, right? That Matt Mladen money.
Yeah, that's long gone.
Oh, dude, those days are long gone. And it's a shame too, because this sport's pretty fucking dangerous, and and I'm sure guys like Gagne are making a good clip. They're not making Matt Mladen money from 20 years ago. So
they ain't making that Yoshi money no more.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was getting paid by Yosh, dude. I think he was getting paid by Suzuki all that money. The manufacturers back then were like, they were so I didn't know about the game then. They were throwing down money, dude. Like, but then you look at the race. If you can find some of them on YouTube, but like all the races, they were like sponsored by Chevy trucks.
Yeah, like big companies.
Right. Yeah. Now it's like
Mission Food.
They're like hoping the dude that like discount auto guy hope his check clears. So. Yeah, dude. And it's just unfortunate that that's what's happened, but hopefully it comes back. It seems like MotoAmerica's done a pretty good job. This show's been pretty critical of MotoAmerica, but only because we want it to be better. Like I'm an enthusiast and I want them, it's supposed to be a professional series, right? So, so what do you think of COTA? I mean, is COTA for you guys like kind of like Laguna is for our West Coast club racer guys?
Pretty much, because there's no actual racing at COTA. We're actually working to get CMRA out there, but that's above my head, but my pay grade. So I'm just
dude.
When it does happen.
I actually was there the weekend prior and actually crashed.
Oh shit!
First of the weekend, I crashed.
The weekend before.
Yes. That's why my bike had like tape on it, and
hey man, it looks good from far though, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I actually was riding with a bruised collarbone.
As we do, right?
Yeah. I ride with a bruised collarbone. Oh my goodness, man! I'm riding with a bruised collarbone and two pins in my wrist from a crash in 2021.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
welcome to the fucked up hands program, bro.
For me, it's fucked up.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, this sport, when it bites you, it can bite you hard. Yeah. Like I've got quite the rap sheet myself, But I've been doing it quite a bit longer than you have. So yeah. Well, good luck how your body feels when you're after 40.
It already messed up already. So thank you, Army.
Oh, that's right. You're in the Army. So what do you do for a day job?
I'm a IT worker. I'm a remote tech for Sky River IT. We're actually based out of San Diego, but we have a remote support team here in Texas. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. So you're the guy that's like, yeah, click here, like your IT support, or are you like more on the admin side?
Both. We're like tier 1 and tier 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's cool. So you can really drill down in there and
yes, sir.
You know, and I bet, being an IT guy, you have like the funny IT customer stories. Is that
not necessarily funny, but you got some weird ones.
Well, share one.
Man. Let's see. You put me on the spot, so I can't really like spit one off.
But shut up.
We had a lady. This is my previous IT job. We had a lady, and she was known. Our whole company did not like her. Like she had the smallest issues, but made the biggest deal out of it. And one time she called, and I'm not sure if she realized what was going on in her background on her computer. But yeah, she was watching some X-rated videos. And
good times.
Yeah, and I remoted into her device, into her computer, and I was like, I didn't know what to say. I kind of was like stuck for words. Like I'm trying to focus on like her issue, but it's like right on her screen.
There's like naked dudes on her screen.
Yeah, I was like, ma'am, do you know what's on the screen? She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And she ended up getting fired because she was on her work device looking at that. I was like, oh, you got to be smarter than that.
I've got a similar story or two like that. Being in IT myself, like I worked on the dude's computer one time, and he was all, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm leaving my, I work for a publicity firm, so they're always busy, right? And they want your help, and they're like, okay, I'm going to lunch. Here's my computer. I'll see you after. And I go there, and like his desktop is like, it's an entertainment publicity firm, right? So like, yeah.
Oh man.
Naked dude on the screen. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, help me, please.
Close that.
I can't. No.
Yeah. Gotta be more careful.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, people are really something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So James Ward says, "Oh my God, not the hub."
The hub.
The hub. That's what he calls it.
The hub. Yeah.
The hub. Like Pornhub. Is that what he's saying?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we could say it. It's the show, dude.
Pornhub. I was like, oh man. Sheesh. But yeah, that's the craziest one. Then you always get those people that don't do any troubleshooting. So you said plug it in, turn it off, cut it back on, fix. So
yeah, I hear that, dude. Yeah, the reboot button. Yep. So so you've raced since 2020, and so how long were you amateur before they kicked you out and moved you to expert?
2 years. So I did my first year I did novice. I raced probably about 4 or 5 races. And the second year, which is 21, I was in it for a championship. So bad to the point where I crashed and broke my wrist in August. I was back racing in first week of October.
Oh, no kidding.
I cut my cast off.
That's racer shit.
Yes.
Because racers go race.
Yep.
Right?
It wasn't the smartest idea, but I was like, you know what?
It never is, dude. We're all dumb. We're dumb, dude. Like,
yeah.
We need to have somebody like stop us. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you. So you did 2 years as an amateur.
Yep. And then I went to expert.
So like, what was your thought process behind that? Were you just like hell bent on all the guys that you raced against that moved up to expert that year, or like you're like, sweet, they're gone now, I can win? Is that
so? Shockingly, nobody really moved up from my first year to my second year. Yeah, so it went from the guys that I was battling with my second year, they were up front my first year.
Oh, okay.
One of the guys moved up, but they were like way ahead of me. So
how are people allowed to stay amateur longer than maybe they need to?
It could be some guys are just playing like scared, like
fucking sandbaggers.
they
The
go
lot
out
of you.
and some of them are scared. Some of them just not that confident in their racecraft yet. For me, I caught on to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
From 2020, I was always at the track, like twice a month.
Yeah, dude.
If not longer. One second.
No worries. Yeah, so okay, we're talking smack now about Shelik while he's leaving the show briefly.
No, it's not about that.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell everybody about how I mistakenly, I don't know where I got this, but like when I originally posted the YouTube video, like I don't know, I'm like banging it out. I'm like typing shit. I'm like, oh yeah, man, this is looking good. And then I post it and I'm looking and I'm like, oh.
No, it's funny.
I'm like, I'm fix it, and I was like, it's not showing up on social media, and so I'm like having to scrub it and stuff to make it so I put your name correctly, and I was like, oh my god, what a dick.
Listen, man, it ain't the first time that this happened, but actually James Horn actually caught it because I sent out the link as soon as you sent it to me. I sent the link and he was like, hey man, that dude tripping, bro. Look at this. He's got your name on.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the? Like, I caught it like within seconds, and it took me like an hour to fix it. It was so bad. It was so bad. I'm glad I was glad I was able to fix it, but
it's all good, brother.
Super embarrassing. I was like, oh man.
I am not animal like that, man. I'm real laid back and chill. We all human, man. We make.
Oh man. Okay, so let's see. Robert Franklin says, "From hill country to the grid. Congratulations."
Yes, thank you, brother.
Hill country.
One of the guys, one of my close friends that was on the pit crew with us out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stephen Pettinger also says, "Yo, everybody." So, yeah, yo.
How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching this. So we've got all of our 7 fans now, so we can start now.
Singleton. That's who it was. Okay, I got you. My buddy Steve out of Mississippi.
No, this is Stephen Pettinger.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Pettinger. This guy is a regular watcher of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is a fast guy, man. Maybe he'll show up at your local club and see what's what. Right?
Never know when I might show up.
So talk to me about CMRA. You know, I've never raced with that club, but I know that club's been around for quite a while. And walk me through that club. I mean, I'm old, so I remember Texas World, but I think you said that place closed, right?
Yeah, it closed. I think 2015. I think it closed.
Yeah.
So we got some real fast guys. There was a lot of us out there: JC Camacho, Bobby Davis, Joe Fico, Kyle Coles, myself, Casey Lewis, a bunch of guys in the hooligan class, super sport class. I first found out about CMRA in 2016, and didn't really know anybody. And I didn't go to my first race until 2019. I went out to see a race. And I was like, kidding. I got to do it. And I
mean, didn't legends come out of CMRA like Kevin Schwantz and even Ben Spies, right?
I think Ben Spies did do a few races. I know Dustin Dominguez.
Yeah, Dane Westby.
Yep.
Shout out to Chuck for giving me this shirt at COTA.
I know Garrett Goloff has been down to Harris Hill where I go and do testing. I'm not sure if he raced in CMRA.
Yeah,
but he's in Texas, so
yeah. So CMRA is not, a lot of the clubs in California are like either one track clubs, or we do like a couple of different tracks. I was involved in 2 of them for a little while. I'm no longer part of government. Don't recommend it. But running the racing org is not unicorns and butterflies either. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like there's the CVMA that does that winter thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some hitters that come out there, and then obviously AFM is that club that's like 60 years old that,
Man.
Yeah, dude, they've been around forever, and they do Thunder Hill and Buttonwillow basically, but they used to do Sears Point or Sonoma or whatever they call it now. And I think last year, along with the club that I was running, CRA, Laguna, we did a round at Laguna. So pretty rare. Like you were saying, it's rare to get a racing opportunity at COTA, right?
Yeah.
Probably because it's so damn expensive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah. Well, imagine the expense plus added expense to add air fence and crap too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you guys probably know about that. Some of the tracks you go to, right?
Yeah. Every track we go to for CMRA has air fence on it. So.
Oh, does it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so what do you got? What you said you got those MSR tracks, right? Like, what do they call it?
So we got Crescent. Crescent's out in Dallas. Houston's in, of course, right outside of Houston.
Okay.
And then we have Eagles Canyon, which is in Decatur. It's up towards Dallas.
Okay.
Pilot Raceway, where the Westbys.
That's in Oklahoma, right? Or yeah. I was gonna say, y'all are Texas and Oklahoma, basically. Yep. Nothing in. Well, you guys used to do NOLA, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you never got to race there, or
one time.
You got to race there once. Okay.
Yep.
So what do you think's the deal there? Why aren't they still going to NOLA? Did the track just turn to shit or something? Like,
I've heard a few things, but I'm not 100% sure. I ain't trying to speak on it because I don't want to sway people. I don't want to put the wrong information.
Well, what'd you hear? Because I don't know.
Management issues. That's the most thing I've heard. So, and I came into it late, so I'm not sure what. I have no idea.
That's fair. That happens. Yeah. Government shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. Politics. There we go. Let's call it that. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So, and you've been doing this and you turned expert for 2022. Yep.
So how'd that go?
It started off rocky. Had a couple crashes.
Yeah, dude.
I race endurance as well, so I crashed an endurance bike. I crashed one time this year so far on the endurance bike, and my expert year did not start how I thought it was going to start.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, dude. It's like, oh, man, I was beating everybody up in amateur, and I got to expert, and all of a sudden I got kicked in the fucking balls. Like, what happened?
Repeatedly.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was.
Well, you're still here, man. You've already beaten the rate of attrition. Usually people are like 3 and out, and you're still going.
3 and pro, baby. 3 and pro.
Yeah, dude. So how, like, you said you race endurance, like what CMRA I know has an endurance thing. Brandy Clark told me.
Yeah. So
Brandy, right? Or Brandy Cox. Brandy Cox.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why I call her Clark all the time. But yeah, so Brandy Cox, and Taylor, right?
Taylor, yeah.
Oh my God, Taylor and I are like homies. Like, we talk mad shit. It's so fun.
I got a funny story for you, real quick. So 2021, I think it was. So they're cool with Casey Lewis, which is my guy as well.
Okay.
And I had never met them before, so I get my suit on, I go out and I go ride.
Yeah.
Well, Casey goes over to them and they're asking him, "Who's that girl that's riding with you?" Mind you, I have hair.
Oh shit!
Not only did they say, "Who's that girl?" but who's the big booty girl with the pretty hair?
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's what I was girl, man. I'm like, oh my goodness,
man.
Yeah, that's a funny story for those. I hope they're watching this. By the way,
I don't know if they will, but I'm definitely. You know what? I'm gonna text Brandy right now and tell her.
Yeah, man, they thought I was.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's kind. I don't know if it's a compliment or what. Oh, how should I take that? But yeah, it's a funny story. But yeah, man. So I raced with Team Irie. It's about 4 or 5 of us. We raced R3.
Okay.
And, this is my
R3.
Yeah, R3.
You guys race in in the endurance thing.
Yes. Yep.
And how long is the endurance race on an R3?
Anywhere from 6 to 8 hours.
Does it feel like 8 or 12?
It feels like a day. By the time it's over with, everybody's tired.
Like, I mean, how are the straightaways on the tracks that you guys go to? Like, do you have any? You guys have track? Oh, you guys don't have like healthy straights?
Not really.
Okay, well that's helpful, I guess.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Like, I'm a Yamaha guy, but dude, if you're doing an endurance race on an R3, and you got a healthy straight, I'd be like,
the good thing about the small bike endurance is it's always a fight. You fight with somebody all the time, so it's fun and it slows it. I advise any new riders or new racers.
No kidding.
Do endurance on a little bike. It'll up your skill on a bigger bike.
Dude, California don't do endurance, man. I don't know why. That's why
Texas got the best riders.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas, even the lap count, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, like we did, I think the last 24-hour was in 2020. And then actually somebody that's I don't know if she's still in CMRA, but I know she was a California person before. Chandra Crawford put on some California. So she did like the California championship thing or whatever. And it was like a thing where, I don't know, it was like everybody piggybacked off of different clubs in California. And then there was a 4-hour endurance race at Willow. And I did that in 2010, I think. And that's kind of the last endurance race I did in California until 2011. We did the team challenge thing. It was like an hour thing at Chuckwalla, like a tag, but it was like a tag team. So it was like an hour required pit stop, and you basically hop off your bike, run the transponder to your homie's bike, and then get going, right? Or you could do it on one. Mm-hmm. Do what?
We have a relay that we do something similar to that.
Yeah. So the tag team challenge is what we called it, and then a relay, whatever you want to call it. But the endurance races, man. I mean, Colorado, those MRA dudes do a 4-hour every year, and that thing is
big bike endurance too. That
thing is wild, dude. Like, I mean, I did it a couple years in a row on an SV with my dad. And one of the years I had to do the 4-hour, like 3 out of the 4 hours myself, because my dad got heat exhaustion or something. So endurance racing is fun, dude. Like, but how long are your guys' sprint races? Are they like 6 laps, 8 laps?
Right. So 6 to 8 laps depending on track size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how big are the MSR tracks?
One's 1.7. I think Houston is 1.8, maybe 2 miles. Wow. ECR is right at 2 miles, I think.
So y'all are racing on go-kart tracks. Am I crazy to think that? Like,
I've never been on a go-kart track to race, so I'm not too familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean, we're like kind of spoiled out here because we have, we have like massive go-kart tracks. Plus, we have like massive, like within 5 hours of here, there's like so many tracks to choose from that are all like 2.5 miles plus, or So, I mean, there's Podium Club out in Arizona. That's like 2.5 or something, 2.6. I don't know. Button Willow is like 2.68 to 2.8.
I really want to go to Button Willow.
You should, dude. I know a guy. Yeah, Thunder Hill, I think, is like 2.6 or something. What else? Chuckwalla is like 2.7 or 8. I don't know. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know. 1.2 is like Streets of Willow, I think, even is 2 miles now. So, yeah, but like the kart tracks.
Sizes, so just don't get me wrong. I may be getting those off.
That's okay. I mean, it happens, right? I mean, you've probably seen Australian Superbike on TV, right?
Man, those dudes are crazy.
Dude, they're racing on go-kart tracks, right? Like shitty ones even. Right? So yeah, well, their toilet bowls flow the wrong way, so it's like, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So okay, so I got Short Guy Moto says Thunder Hill is 3 miles. My bad. ECR is 2.7. Houston is 2.3, according to Enrique H.
Okay. Enrique, what's up, man?
Yeah, dude. Trevor Watson is the one that said Trevor Watson and Short Guy Moto are the ones that say Thunder Hill is 3 miles.
It's funny. I just met Trevor at COTA.
Me too, man.
Cool
Me
dude,
too.
man.
That guy was clowning me because he was like repeating the shit that I say on my show. He's like, I guess we're live.
That dude's cool as
I'm
hell.
like, yeah, he's pretty cool for a guy that's like that rides a Honda. You know what I mean? Like something wrong with him. You know what I mean? Like who rides a Honda? That guy.
I know 2 guys.
Yeah. I know right now. I know one that races a Honda, and it's that guy. But
Ross Brady races a Honda in CMRA.
who does?
Ross Brady. He was
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he races. Matter of fact, the same Honda that Trevor has.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know how you end up on a Honda, but hey, maybe some people are just like, I want to be different. But then again, I'm saying that to the guy that rides a Cowie, so I'm like,
Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, hey, look, everybody makes mistakes, bro. Like, no, but seriously, you ride a Cowie. How long you been riding the ZX10 thing?
Since I started racing.
Oh, really? So you ditched the Busa, went full ZX10 in 2020?
Went from a ZX14 to a R6, a crappy R6. Then that blew up at COTA, and then I went to a 08 ZX10.
Okay.
And then I went to the 2019 ZX10, 2017, 2016, now 2021. So
okay,
I had 3 5s at one time.
Yeah, I'm on my 4th R1. I've had to throw a couple of them in the trash, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yard sale.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I haven't raced in a while, dude. I've been doing this bicycling thing so long. I'm like jonesing to ride motorbikes again, man. Got to get that San Francisco to LA thing done,
Come on back, man. Come on back.
Although the bicycling thing ain't bicycling thing is just as risky, man, as according to the guy on the BMW today.
Yeah.
They tried to kill me.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your best finish in the expert rank in club racing?
6th place.
So you finished 6th place against who was in front of you?
Joe Fico, bunch of I can't think of anybody else's name right now. Brandon Little Fried.
Right on.
Yeah, but it wasn't a close 6th place. It was like I was by myself. I was like,
you were by yourself checking it out. Like, so basically, you were like, what you're saying is like you were the best of the rest.
Pretty much. Exactly. You gotta be the best at something.
Hey, you know what, man? That's us normal folk, right?
Yeah.
So what you race a season as an expert, and then obviously you've been racing this year as an expert, right?
Actually, I've only done 2 races this year.
What?
MotoAmerica was my 3rd and 4th race that I've done all year.
Truthfully, I've only done 2 weekends this year too.
But I did like a bunch of practice days with Ride Smart Motorcycle School. I did a bunch of like all their COTA days.
Okay.
I went in practice. I went in and rode there. Shout out Ride Smart.
So you're trying to stay sharp?
Yeah.
Basically? Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. Not too much racing this year.
How come you weren't racing?
Because I was focused on, I just started my job in January. So I was focused on that. And I knew I was doing MotoAmerica, so I had to save up my money in privateers. So stuff not cheap.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And I just wanted to strictly focus on COTA this year because I'm like, okay, I know I can go fast there, but I want to be able to go faster.
Right on.
And bike setup and all that stuff and riding Dunlops for the first time.
What do you normally run?
Pirelli.
High five. Pirelli.
Yes,
yeah, Pirelli. Yeah, Pirelli Nation.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dude, I even got Pirellis on the bicycle.
Smart man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got them on my truck.
Well, I don't have them on the truck.
I got them on the truck.
Yeah, what's your tow vehicle? What's your, for your
2015 Dodge Ram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a 15 GMC Denali.
This Ram is about to get
2500. What?
This Ram is about to be gone. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, dude, I love this GMC thing, man. I don't know.
About swapping over.
Driving the shit out of it. But yeah,
Yes,
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, man.
Privateer shit, that's what happens. Things take priority and whatever.
Yeah.
For me, getting out.
Kids too. So.
Oh, you have how many kids?
4 daughters.
You have 4 daughters.
Yep.
That's now we know why the real reason why you're not racing. You're too busy.
No.
You're busy over there.
Yeah. That plays part into it too as well, but they support me all the time. So
right on. Well, you kind of got yourself a pit crew, basically, right?
No.
No?
No. They are not into the outdoor stuff like that. So
what?
Yeah, they're all gymnasts and cheerleaders. So
okay. Yeah. Well, they could be cheerleading trackside. No?
Yeah, it's hot. They don't want to be outside.
Dude, it was hot at COTA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God damn. And y'all were outside, dude. Like Gil and I were walking around during our like brief moments out of the air conditioning. Y'all didn't have air conditioning, man. Like
we had the RV in the trailer. They had AC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it was.
But how good does that work?
Not.
No, I know. Dude, I raced at Willow and Chuckwalla, for like decade each. RV, hanging out in the RV in the summertime. Nope. They don't.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, they work, but they don't work that good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But it was good though.
Walk me through. You're a club racer guy. You get your pro license and you go. Was that your first pro race last week?
Yep, first one.
So your first pro race is at COTA. That's a hell of a stage, right? Yeah, so walk me through that. Like, not only from the level perspective, like the guys that you race against day in, day out, club. Compare that to the dudes you're gritting up or you're even practicing with at MotoAmerica.
It was mind-blowing.
Okay.
Point blank put out the shock factor for me set in the first practice. I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into?
Really?
Yeah, it was just like the speed difference of like hating Caleb DeCarroll is like way up there today.
Yeah.
But I can say one thing, they do ride. None of this shit's safe. But yeah. They're not reckless. They pass you as clean. They're not like rude or anything. So I like that because
did you try to pick up a toe or learn anything? Or
I actually follow Gillum through the S's, and I was able to stay with him until turn 9. After 9 and 10, he was gone. I was there goes that toe.
Yeah. Did that help you?
Yeah, it helped me. You had to go change my drawers, but it helped me out. Yeah.
He said he had to go change. Dude, I'm going to make that a t-shirt. I
was a little scared coming into the S. I've never been this fast going through the S's. I stayed with him, stayed online. I was just like, okay, I'm going to try to do this again. And I was able to do it and help me through the whole weekend. So, yeah, I followed him. I got to follow Caleb DeCarroll for a little bit. Who else? Joseph Giannato, really cool guy. I talked to him in the pits. And we was pitted by each other. So got to follow a lot of people that I never would have thought I would have been able to follow. So
yeah. Did you ask any of those guys, if was there an area that you were struggling that you could have the confidence to walk up to a Hayden Gillen type and be like, hey, man.
So I talked to Hayden Gillen for about like 20 minutes.
That's the kind of guy he is.
I talked to Caleb DeCarroll prior to this. So
yeah,
I met him a couple of times. So it's like, yeah. Didn't really ask for too many tips because I was like, I followed him through there. It's like I just asked him about like racing period, and it was both of them are cool, down to earth guys, man. Like I said, these guys are just regular guys like us, just a little bit faster. So,
dude, Hayden Gillen's such a good dude. Caleb DeCarroll's cool guy as well. Mm-hmm. That guy Hayden. I've known that guy for a long time, and he's always been super cool guy, regular, and he's a regular guy too, man. Working class dude,
lunch pail dude, man. That's what we call him, lunch pail, man. Go
lunch
to work
pail. Oh yeah, dude. He looked like he a foreman, huh? Right?
Yeah,
he looks like he's running shit. You know what I mean? Like he has like the work boots going, Carhartt jacket and shit. Like he's like the shop foreman kind of looking dude, right?
He's the head motherfucker in charge.
Yeah, dude. But those guys like him and JD and those guys, they're all like working class. Even Jake really are working class racer dudes. So like they are not shy at all about getting their fingernails dirty. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they'll talk to you. So it's
yeah.
I was expecting the opposite, man. Not even gonna lie. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Were you star fucking a little bit? Were you like, oh no, I'm this guy
no.
and they're up here and
Nah, I ain't never been that kind of dude, man. These are regular dudes, man.
yeah. Some people are, dude.
It's like oh shit, I see him on TV, but it's like he's a regular dude, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So,
well, they really are because I mean, like I said, you know, a lot of these guys they're not making Malad money.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm getting text messages right now from people. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, I was expecting one from Brandy. Brandy Cox. Yeah, Brandy and Taylor are super fun. Anyway, so all right. So how did it go? How did qualifying go for you? You had a couple of qualifying sessions and a practice session first before you raced.
Yeah, so qualifying one went good. I actually qualified on the first rip, so I was like, okay, cool. I got that out the way.
Okay.
Didn't really have any trouble. It was more so getting the bike to track right. And we had our guy out there, John Hudson, people on the racing out of Houston, and he got me right, and I was able to go and run better times. The warm-up on Saturday went good. Then we get to the race one. Got my best start I've gotten since I've been racing.
That's because it's because you're on TV.
Yeah. And
you got the TV I'm gonna shine moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna shine from the back, baby. Shine from the back.
Okay.
And winning the race one, got a good start, but I had a little issue with fuel coming out of my fuel cap every time I get on the brakes. So somehow the seal on that fuel cap took a shit, and yeah, I was spitting fuel
shit.
Oh man, really? I tell you about them Yamahas now blowing up everywhere.
Hey, they gotta stretch those things out to they put shit fuel in them, and that's whether that happens, you know.
But yeah, man, it was so pulled in early from that one. I was upset. I was highly upset.
Yeah,
but
I bet.
Thank God for my boys, and my wife was there to calm me down and say, "Hey, you got another one tomorrow. Don't even worry about it." So
you DNF'd race one?
Yeah.
So what did you do to fix it? Just swap out the gas cap or
new fuel cap?
New fuel cap.
Yep.
That's such a random thing to fail, right?
And it had been fine. Like the crash I had the week prior,
like
practice and qualifying, it was perfectly fine. Then all of a sudden, now you want to spit out fuel.
Well, at least it wasn't something crazy like a fuel pump and it shit your engine. You know?
Actually, we had a fuel pump issue too because of the tank foam.
Okay.
So when I came back in from first qualifying, I went back out again, and the bike was like lurching forward, like it didn't want to shift. They'll try to double shift. Came back, changed the quick shift sensor, changed to pull out the fuel pump. The fuel filter was clogged with that foam.
Oh wow!
So put a new fuel pump in, and it ran fine.
Wow!
And we cleaned the foam out with fuel because we didn't do that before. First race didn't clean the foam, so bit us in the ass, but we got it together.
Wow. And, that's like the trials and tribulations of racing, right? Like,
yes, sir.
You're on the national stage.
What together.
Can go wrong will certainly go wrong.
Yeah. So then qualifying 2 went good, didn't run as fast, but luckily they didn't go faster, too much faster, so I still made it.
Was it hotter the second day of qualifying, or
it was hotter the first day to me?
Was it? Oh,
yeah. And then, but the race was hotter.
Saturday had the overcast, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. There you go. You go ahead. Close the door, baby. Sorry.
I'm getting a comment from a guy named James Warren. Wow. So
what did he say?
James Warren says Yamaha equals, and it has like what looks like those grenade bomb things and like explosions emojis. Yeah, thanks a lot, James. Nobody was talking to you.
But yeah, man. So yeah, then we get to race 2, and it was the shock factor for me going into turn 1, seeing that many bikes there was weird.
Yeah,
not seeing that many bikes going into one turn. So yeah, I got a decent start, but I got a little woolly, and I went into turn 1 in last place. I was like, oh, here it goes. That's how this weekend.
You're like, I'm going into turn 1 in last place on TV.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, but on TV in a pro race. So that was.
Hey, you're in a pro race, dude. That's badass already. You're a pro guy, right?
Yes, sir. So yeah, we went through the race and kind of lost touch with the pack for a little bit. Got my shit together and I buckled down, and me and Steven Dolopsky had a fucking barn burner the entire race.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all are in the back stabbing each other in the neck the whole race?
Going for the juggler.
Oh, that's great. That's the best kind of racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was real fun. And he passed me the last lap, going into the last lap, going into turn 12. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to chill behind him and pick my spot where I'm going to pass. And we come through on the white flag and we go into turn 3, going into the S's. And I passed him on the inside going into the S's. And I was able to hold him off the rest.
Did you like learn that move or plan that move early, or did it just come?
I don't know where it came from. I just saw a spot, and if I fit, I sit.
If you fit, that's it.
If I fit, I sit.
Dude, actually, I think that's going to be the shirt.
If I fits, I sits. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's good t-shirt material, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but like I make t-shirts from shit people say on the show. So
nice.
Like Gil was walking around with a shirt that said "Scumbags with Honor."
Yeah.
And that's something Melissa Paris said on the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like I've got one right now. I've got one from Melissa. I got one from Ken Hill. I've got one from Stefano.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Stefano's like, sometimes you got to get aggressive and take somebody out.
If I fits, I sits.
I like it. If I fits, I sits. I like it. I like it. I'll have to send that to my t-shirt person.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of t-shirts, man, shout out to James Warren and Robert Franklin and sorry, I stutter. For y'all don't know I stutter, but it's Way Too Fresh Printing and the pair out of San Antonio, Texas.
Really? So
yes,
they make all your pit crew stuff?
Not these shirts. Dirk at 212 Decals made these ones, but they do a lot of custom work as well.
Okay. That's cool.
And that's Dirk Anderson, 212 Decals out of Houston, Texas, I think he is.
Nice. So for your pro effort, you go out and you had a race 1 that you could write off, and then race 2, smile on the face.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So did you, from the overall weekend? Okay, so you club raced, whatever. You had a pro weekend now. Like what did you learn on your pro weekend that you could take forward and better your success in club racing?
Be aggressive.
What did I just say? Stefano's shirt said something.
Yeah, be aggressive.
A little bit further than that, but like,
yeah, don't take nobody out. I've done it already. But yeah, definitely be aggressive. And one thing my mentor told me.
Who's your mentor? Miles?
No, Eddie Thornton out of Texas. He holds track record at Houston.
Okay.
And he raced for HSBK back in the day.
Okay.
Be aggressive and make all your movements faster.
Make all your movements. So, like, if you're gonna make a move on somebody, make it earlier.
No, he's saying like make all your movements on the bike faster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Get on the throttle faster. Get over faster. So, learned that, and then I learned as well to just be calm. Don't be tense. Be calm.
Okay.
Don't be too anxious to make a move because it could bite you in the ass. So,
well, yeah. So, how about fitness stuff?
Oh,
how was your fitness after that heat? And how many laps did you guys do? 10?
8.
8?
Or it was 11 total with the warm up and sighting lap.
Right.
Yeah. And after the second race, after finishing, I could barely push a Zuma backwards.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I was done.
So you were smoked?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you endurance race too, right? So, but it's been a minute, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, moving forward, what are you gonna do, or what's your plan for fitness wise?
I'm actually about to go get me a bicycle and start cycling again. I was going to the gym, but life gets in the way sometimes. You got to.
I hear
but
that.
I'm also going to be more consistent with my workout program. And one of my guys out of his Mississippi, Steve Singleton, he's a big fitness guru, natural bodybuilding champion. So he's gonna get me right.
Okay. And then the dinner table also, right? I mean, look, dude, I have a problem, and it's called chocolate chip cookies. You know what I mean? So I hear you.
Food, period. It's my problem.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a constant battle for me to like not be a fat guy. So I totally get it, dude. And the thing is, man, these shits, like if you crash these things and you're fit, you do better than if you're not,
Yeah.
And at the end of the race, also, you're like, I always like to do, like when I race with CRA, one of the other clubs I helped start, CRA, like we did 20 lap races, like the GTs. And it's like, dude, my goal was to do those 20 lappers. And I'm like, you go ahead and go, man. I'll catch you in 8 laps.
When you about to pass out.
Like when you're about to pass out, I'm going to run you down, So
yes,
that's kind of like my mindset. All right. So let's Steven Singleton. That's the guy you were talking about?
Yes, sir.
He said Core One's fitness is on the way, bro.
That's his fitness business, Core One Fitness. Follow on he's on Instagram, I think it is. Hey Steve, tag your Instagram in there, man.
Yeah, dude. And then let's see, Robert Franklin says he's honored. Yuri Red Star has like knives and like
the hammer,
a hammer and stuff. I don't know what that's about. James Warren gives you these.
Yes, sir. The man about talking about.
Trevor Watson's got a bunch of commentary, but it's mostly like laughing emojis.
Emojis, yeah.
James Warren says it's time for you to get a Tundra.
No. Nah.
I'm like, dude, a Tundra is like for the wife. You know what I mean? Like go to get groceries. That's what the Tundra's for. Like a real truck with like a diesel engine, heavy duty. That's what you need, right?
Yep.
Yeah, America. That's what you need.
America.
Right on, man. So are there any sponsors or anything that you'd like to thank for your
made a list right before this?
You made a list. Look at that.
He's right along. It's a mixture of sponsors and people who've helped me along the way. So first, I want to shout out to Racing, Mr. Casey Lewis, P1 Racing out of Houston, Mr. John Hutchinson, South Central Race Center, Mr. Chris Hamlet out of Plano, Texas, 60 Degree LAMC, my brothers since Hill Country days. That's Sarge, Robert, Jace Perkins, Shades, Julian Harper, 12. Dwayne Moore, that's Hard Drive. He's actually more fun racing up there. We got Lawrence Rowe, Mr. Rewind.
Mr. Rewind.
That's his club name.
Okay.
Then we got Keon Jones, which is Uptown. Then we got JNC Bikes, Mr. James Warren, Way Too Fresh Printing and Apparel, 316 TrackDaz, May and sorry. Laugh if you want to. I know they're on there laughing at me because I'm stuttering.
Dude, I'm not even noticing it except that you're saying it. So
got you.
Yeah, you're fine, dude.
Texas Motorcycle Academy, Ed Harris Hill, Craig Gleason, and Mr. Andy. May he rest in peace. Wood Cycle Country, Nick Seacrest, CMRA, and now for the people that helped me out along the way. First of all, I want to give thanks to the big man upstairs because I couldn't do it all. Couldn't do none of this. To my wife, Thank you for everything. My boy Steven Jacobs, Steve Singleton and his parents, Gloria and Archie, Keith Harvey, Tia Jordan, once again, Jace Perkins, Robert Franklin, Julian Harper, James Warren, Damian Kimbrough, Dwayne Moore, Darian Inge, Demetric Rogers, and a company called Apex Motor LLC that donated money. I have no clue who they are.
Apex Motor?
Apex Moto?
Apex Moto.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are either, but they donated money to your program.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Right?
Yep.
All right. So before we wrap this, like,
one more thing. I got to give a shout out to my mom, Karen, Sheila, my grandmother, my dad, Chance, my uncle Tink, Aunt Darlene, my sister Jamisha and Bejor, and everybody else from back home in 804.
Oh, wow. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah,
but
man.
You know what? I mean, look, our sport is real, right? Like we're paying for this out of our own pockets, and family and friends are what help us get this thing going, right?
Yep.
So
my wife will kill me. My kids, Nevaeh,
cheerleaders,
Taylor. Yes.
Cheerleaders and what else? Gymnast. Yeah. Okay. So you've, like I mentioned earlier, you've kind of passed that rate of attrition. Usually, it as well as I do, right? It's like 3 years, right? You do track days, you race as an amateur, you race as an expert, you get kicked in the fucking balls, and you're done, right? That's what happens. Everybody quits and they're out, and you got to replace those people. But you've made it past that. So, what advice would you give to somebody that wants to come up going racing, like to make it maybe, I don't know, sustainable? What advice would you give?
For one, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it.
Okay, that's fair. I like that.
I had some guys tell me I would never be fast, and that motivated me. Yeah. Another thing, have your make sure home's taken care of. Try not to make bad decisions, but you're probably going to make them in this sport.
First of all, we're racing motorcycles. We're already making bad decisions.
Right? Learn. Take your time and learn. Don't just jump into it head first thinking you're going to be the fastest thing out there, because you're going to get humbled real quick. Then
or hurt.
Right? Or both.
Right.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Keep a cool head and just get with somebody that been doing it for a while. Ask questions. Ask questions about body position, lines, apexes, throttle control, braking, everything that's involved with even riding a motorcycle. Ask questions.
So you said you have a mentor guy, right? Do you use that guy to coach you? Like, how important is coaching on your level?
Very important. I actually coach for 316 and Ride Smart. So I'm a rider coach as well. And all my guys here that are in Texas, Sarge, I coach those guys too. And that's a big part of how I got where I am. Couldn't do it with no coaching. There's no way.
Yeah.
Coming to the sport not knowing anything about it, minus what I saw on TV, and what I thought I could do. Yeah. Without coaching.
The rando advice from rando dude.
That don't know nothing. Yeah. That don't know his head from his ass.
Oh, dude. You know what? I got one, dude. This is like from Wayback Machine. There was a guy, he was a brother on an R6. His name was shit, it's been so long. Who the fuck cares, right? This is this show, right? So Lance Williams was his name. And me and the guy who's the president of AFM now, Berto Woolridge, dude, we used to worship this guy. We used to fucking oh, what next? Then what? Right? Like hanging on every word of this dude. And this dude crashed his fucking brains out every weekend, dude. Like, he was one of those dudes that was kind of fast, but couldn't figure out why, But we were so beginner. We were like, man, this dude's really getting some, And then it took us a while, but we're like, wait a minute, maybe we shouldn't listen to this guy. He's kind of an idiot.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So what you're saying right there totally lines up, man. Be careful who you listen to, because there's a lot of bad info there,
So one thing about this sport I learned, you got your people that are good, you got your people that are bad. It's up to people to man up and understand, man or woman up, excuse me, and able to pick out those bad ones, man. Like pay attention to how they run their operation. Like, are they crashing a lot? Are they making dumb decisions? Are they riding over their head?
Right.
They're going to tell you the same thing, and you're going to ride off your head and possibly hurt yourself or somebody else.
Right.
And hurt your pockets because crashing is expensive.
So, and then the last thing I'll wrap with is like, when's your next race?
October. That's right. Yep. And then I do plan on, I want to do Barber, Road Atlanta, COTA, and possibly Laguna next year, if I didn't say Laguna already.
Oh, so dude.
And that's with MotoA, so.
Well, it's shit. If you go to Laguna, I will definitely see you there. You know,
yes,
I might see you at some of the other rounds too. It just depends on what my schedule is like with the race team. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a pro guy. Don't claim to be, but it's cool talking to club racers that step up and did it. And it looks like it sounds like you learned from it too. And you're going to take that with you moving forward. So
kick some ass in CMRA.
Do you better, man. You know, I'd like to see you out in the wintertime too. Like come out here, SoCal, and see what's what.
Definitely trying to make it work, man. Trying to make it work.
I'll you know what? After the show or whatever, I'll try to scumbag you and maybe we'll both show up somewhere and see what's what.
That'll work.
Yeah, I'll roll my R1 out, you know, and
dust off of it a little bit. Oh no, no, do that for you. I'll blow it off for you. I'll blow the dust off for you.
Oh, is that right? Wow,
yes,
dude. That's a bold statement, bro. But okay. You're gonna come to my house and do that? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, dude, if you want to come out and track day thing, you know, I got the Thanksgiving weekend at Buttonwillow.
Okay.
So
we'll see.
Yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, good to meet you, dude. It's super fun chat. And you know, I wish you the best of luck in October. And I hope to see you on the grid next season somewhere.
Definitely.
All right, man.
All right, bro.